Plans are underway for the creation of a groundbreaking new city in the San Francisco Bay Area, known as California Forever. Envisioned to span more than 18,000 acres in the southeast side of Solano County, this ambitious project seeks to redefine urban living.
Why Solano County, and why directly around Travis Air Force Base?
Solano County is an interesting place in that it's at these crossroads of Northern California. It has a lot of many of the best things that make Northern California. But at the same time, because it has been between the two metro regions, it's been between the Bay Area and Sacramento, what I noticed at the time is that it hasn't received its fair share of major employers, of investment, of tax dollars, of transportation dollars. And so it was this really special place, but it felt like if we build a project like this here, we could really bring up the whole area and we could help rectify some of those imbalances. And a good example of that is jobs. What I learned when I started coming to Solano County was just how many people would have to commute an hour and a half every day for a job. And that seemed like a situation that we could dramatically improve. And then with regards to Travis Air Force Base, we never had the intention of building a city next to Travis Air Force Base. We started buying property far away from the base. Eventually we acquired property close to the base because we wanted to be able to work with the base to protect it and to strengthen it. And we felt that if we were doing a large project in the kind of 5 or 10 miles away from the base, then we would want to control the property next to the base as well, so that we could adequately provide the right protections for Travis as well.
The team behind California Forever is poised to tackle the challenge of affordable housing head-on, pledging a significant $400 million towards community benefits. This fund aims to support Solano County residents with home purchases in the burgeoning city and facilitate the development of more affordable housing, with $300 million potentially earmarked for down payment assistance. Around 6,000 local families could receive $50,000 each, making home ownership more attainable and fostering a diverse, inclusive community environment. However, the journey to realization for the City of California Forever faces a critical juncture. Approval from Solano County voters is essential for the project to advance, a hurdle that arises from the need to amend a 1984 mandate designed to protect agricultural lands from urban development.
Pie in the sky, a pipe dream. Pretty much they want to try to sell something like Disneyland's Main Street. It frankly makes no sense at all. It was very vague about what they want to do. They just sort of mapped it out in very vague ways. No real information about how they're going to pay for the infrastructure.
Clearly defined as a walkable medium-density mixed-use community, Flannery Road, which is now a field, will become a neighborhood shown on the map in yellow. If you're driving down Highway 113, you'll first be met with the industrial zone. Think greenhouses, then manufacturing, which they say will look a lot like our street in downtown Sacramento. 20% of the land will be parks.
Spearheaded by Jan Sramek and supported by Silicon Valley's elite, California Forever is taking proactive steps, proposing a ballot measure aimed at reclassifying its Solano County land holdings for urban development, a move that places the project's fate in the hands of voters this coming November.
Let's take you deeper into the neighborhood. Described as a classic urban block structure, the same concept as Rio Vista or Fairfield, a 10-minute walk from one end of the neighborhood to another, each with access to their own park, grocery store, and school.
Solano County has voted 3 times over the last 30 years to develop within the cities and to leave the open space between the cities. I seriously doubt that Solano County wants to abandon its zoning program so that this pie in the sky dream of Flannery can take place.
Which is why California Forever is making some big promises, starting with 15,000 new jobs making 125% more than the current wage. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the average wage in Solano County is $29 an hour, about $60,000 a year. We did the math for you. Solano County average weekly wage, $1,283 times the 125% promise gives you about $1,600 a week, times 4 weeks, times 12 months, meaning if you get one of the 15,000 promised jobs, you'll make $37 an hour, or an annual salary of just under $77,000 a year. Other guarantees include building all their own schools, enough solar energy to power the entire city. They'll provide their own water, $400 million in down pay assistance grants, $70 million in school scholarships, and $200 million given to develop downtowns in the neighboring Solano County cities.
California's housing affordability crisis is multifaceted, rooted in a complex mix of high demand, limited supply, stringent regulations, and local opposition to development, despite the availability of vacant land. This situation is compounded by NIMBYism, where residents resist new construction due to fears of increased traffic, environmental impacts, and potential declines in property values. The state's rigorous environmental laws and local zoning regulations further complicate development, making it challenging and expensive to build new housing. Addressing this crisis requires a comprehensive strategy that includes streamlining the permitting process, incentivizing affordable housing construction, and reforming land use policies to support higher density development, all while balancing community concerns and environmental preservation.
We're excited to be having this conversation in Solano County. And hopefully, Solano County could become an example of building new communities in a responsible way and a leader in that, not just for California, but for the entire country.